Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel if you've been here before. Today I'm going to be talking about my hair, and this is the first hair video that I'm going to be doing. There's another one that I'm going to be filming shortly, but today we're talking about my color, because if you guys have watched my channel before, you will know that I have been blonde for a while. Basically, I dyed my hair blonde the first time when I was finishing grade 9, kept that for a few years. In grade 12, I had a midlife crisis, dyed it back brown, and then because my hairdresser wasn't listening to me, she dyed it back blonde in October, and I had been bleach blonde ever since. But now my hair is dark again. I don't even know what to call this color. The first time I did it, it was a very rich brown. Now I feel like it looks a little bit more red. But that is okay because it cost me $30, and I'm going to tell you guys how I did it. If you use any form of social media, I feel like you would have seen ads pop up on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube for Overtone. Overtone is basically a conditioning hair color treatment. So it basically has pigment in it and is very, very semi-permanent, which is great if you have commitment issues when it comes to your appearance like I do. I first heard of Overtone when I was watching a Carly and Erin video, and Erin dyed her hair purple and it looked so cool, but I knew that I didn't want to go into the purple range because I was blonde and I didn't want it to stain my hair purple, if that makes sense. I don't know if that would even happen, but I didn't want to risk it, and I started looking more into Overtone. I started watching a lot of videos about them, and I found that the results were really good. However, I kept seeing videos for the bright colored treatments. I guess they just launched their natural range, but I wasn't finding anything on that yet. So I was very skeptical when I ordered, but people were talking about how their hair felt so good after doing the colored ones. And from what I understood, it was the same formula, it's just different colors in their natural pack. I ordered the espresso brown coloring conditioner. My container is very dirty because I have dyed my hair twice now with this. But basically, I was under the impression that this would be not a really long-lasting color, but I did assume that it would be very drawn out. I assumed maybe a couple weeks, 3 or 4 weeks. I wasn't sure, but that was what I was that was what I understood from the website. Because my hair was dyed blonde, it faded really fast, and I kind of sort of expected that. I had very light hair underneath, so it makes sense, I suppose. So I ordered it probably about a month and a half ago. I was in the US when I ordered it, and by the time I got back, it was on my front porch, so it took a week at most to deliver, which is great. And when I converted the price into Canadian dollars, I think I only paid about $35, which is so good because I don't have to pay several $100s to fix what had been broken. So I was very, very excited to get it and to do it, but I got really scared because I still had yet to find any sort of review or demo of this specific color, and I'd already been pondering which color I should buy because there's the honey brown, the espresso, and there's the black. And I knew I didn't want black, but I was very, very conflicted between honey and espresso. But I picked espresso because I really wanted a rich, dark color. So I got it. I had it in my house for probably 3 weeks before I actually decided to do it. It took a lot. I don't know why, but I was really scared, which I think is normal. I'm not sure. I didn't want to be the next Brad Mundo fail video, and I had been watching so much Brad Mundo that I was like, he's gonna find my video and make fun of me. But one night I was bored. I was ready for a change. I was having this midlife crisis, if you will, and I did it. But I was freaking out. I'd Kool-Aid dyed my hair when I was 12, but I'd never done something that was natural, and I needed to look good because I have job interviews and I'm going back to school. I never had anything important going on in my life when I dyed my hair previously, so I was very, very nervous. So I sat in my bathroom and I did it. First because I was so scared, I actually did a strand test. I'm not the kind of person to do strand tests or any sort of wear tests. I usually just use the product, and see what happens. And I've been very lucky, but this time, because it was so much of my head that was going to be affected, I did a strand test. It turned out fine. After the strand test, I was like, well, I made it this far. So I used the product and it looks really good. Like, I posted an Instagram picture the day after because I did this really, really late at night, and I was really happy with it. My hair looked really good. I didn't wash it very much. That's one thing that I would suggest if you're using Overtone, is postpone your washes as much as you can. When I dyed my hair, I washed it when I was rinsing out so that, you know, I had a fresh roots, so that they would last longer. And honestly, that really did make the color last longer, because I think it was my second wash where it started to fade and go a little bit more purple. It is a toner, so that makes sense. If purple stuff comes out of your hair, like, it's totally normal. When I was washing my hair, like, the water would turn almost silver, and that was normal. Like, that's normal. It's toner. But the second wash, my hair was still really nice, but it was a little bit more red, purple, but also still brown, which was nice. So it kind of changed it up a little, but it was very subtle, and the only way that I knew is because I had like pictures from before and after. It does kind of like leave residue, I think, on like lighter clothes. Like, I did have to like wash my whites with like White and Bright and stuff like that, just because it did leave a little bit of marking. Again, I think is normal. It does come out. Like, I didn't have a problem getting it out of my clothes as long as you're using like the proper brightening and whitening products. I didn't re-dye my hair for about a week and a half, and this was mostly because I didn't have the product with me when I went back home for a week. And honestly, it started going very red after I washed it the second time after dyeing it. I kind of expected it at that point, but again, it was still a color that I could work with. Like, it didn't look bad. It just looked a little bit different. So it's very temporary. Like, that's what I've kind of come to learn, is that the color that you want, the color that is advertised, is very temporary. Considering how much you're paying for it and how many times you're able to do the treatment, I think it's pretty worth it. Like, I've done my whole head twice and I still have like quite a bit of product left in here. I still have about a third of the container left, but overall I really, really like the product. It's so affordable and accessible, and honestly, it's a good product. My hair feels really nice. Like, my hair, after it had gone blonde the last time, it was very damaged. It was very fried almost, to the point where I had to cut a lot of it off. So now my hair is growing back out, but it has helped with the texture of my hair. It has helped my hair feel a little bit like more nourished. Like, and it's also very natural, I think. Like this is very close to my natural hair color. My natural hair color is probably about a shade lighter than this. My natural hair color is probably the honey blonde, or the honey brown. And I think that this did great. I'm hoping that one day I'll be able to just go completely back to my natural hair color, but for now, this is honestly great. You put it in your hair, you wait. I waited 15 to 20 minutes. The first time I waited 15. Today I waited 20, and you rinse it out, you wash it, and you're done. But yeah, that's my overall review of this is the Overtone Espresso Brown Coloring Conditioner, and honestly, I love it. If you guys want to try it, I will link it below. It's really good. I honestly am 100% in love with this, to the point where I'm gonna have to order another one. If you have tried it, leave your experience down below. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please leave it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel so that you guys can see more of my videos. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye!